Hey everybody, how's Reddit doing today? It's been a hot minute since I last did a video, and the reason is I've been moving house, so I haven't really had much time to sort of sit down and do anything apart from move boxes. But I thought today, given that there's been quite an important update in the last few weeks, whereby the ammo glitch, of course, has been fixed, I thought it might be useful to have a quick update on the value of items when it comes to both trading up for legacies and just general valuation of things. There's been a lot of changes, the obvious one being that quad weapons have now become a lot more valuable because ammo glitching is now impossible from what I know. I'm surprised there hasn't been another method found. I still think there probably will be another method that's used that becomes commonplace. But as far as I know, it doesn't exist. And, you know, part of me's enjoying the challenge again of actually, you know, having to reload, having to reload a gun and find ways to you know, get the best damage output as quickly as possible. So if we jump right into it, as I've gone into my stash, this is right at the top. So this, along with the quad 50 crit 25 and the quad explosive 25, if you have a fixer, a handmade, a railway version of one of these guns, then these are obviously going to be very valuable. I've seen these trade for legacies one-on-one. I've seen this, for example, trade for a B15 Gatling plasma or a B15 laser. Of course there's something going to kill me. Get out of it. Have we got rid of them? Yeah, I've seen them trade one-to-one. I'd say there's not many non-legacy weapons trading 1-1 at the minute. It's just quad fixers, railways, handmaids. I've actually seen handmaids become a lot more popular this past few weeks. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but to me, it seems like people are wanting handmaids just as much as fixers now, and that definitely wasn't the case recently. If we go along here, just while we look at other roles, this is something before that people weren't really interested in. It's still not a star tier, but if you have something like this with faster reload now become more of a popular third perk. Something like this with 50% VATS hit chance, again, never really used to have that much desirability, but it's increased in value a bit. However, what I would say is if you are wanting to trade for legacies, the only roles... I don't believe it, there's another bloody wolf here, isn't there? Get out of it. Right. I'd say the only roles you're going to one-to-one legacies with are 25-25, 50C25 and E25. I randomly saw someone trade a quad explosive 15% VATS crit feels faster for a legacy, but I wouldn't say that's going to happen normally. It was like a 1 out of 100 chance that someone was offering that. This is a nice roll. QE15 faster reload. This has increased in value. What I would say is, looking at these rolls here that I put stars next to because they used to be valuable, they've lost a lot of value. If it isn't a quad now, your commando weapons have dropped in value massively. Anti-armors with good rolls, bloodied with good rolls, you know, double crit. We all thought the 15% faster VATS crit filth was going to become overpowered or at least improved in the last update, but it appears Bethesda have completely gone back on what they were saying about how luck was going to work, because I can still get critical hits once every 2 shots. They haven't actually changed it as they said they were going to. I don't know if they're intending to make amendments to that, but you know, this I thought was going to be really valuable. It's dropped a lot in value. You know, something like this, when the ammo glitch was existing, it was brilliant because railways have a tendency to break really quickly. If you have a 999 clip, your railway's gonna break super fast. So that break slow was actually really good. Now, you know, you've only got how many in your clip? 10, and it's just the amount of times you're going to be reloading. It's just railways just become a pain, but you do get to hear the choo-choo sound, so that's a plus. Something like this is good now. Again, when the ammo glitch was there, not so much. Now you want that 15% faster reload, and the good thing on a railway, I suppose, is even though they nerfed the fact that AP cost used to be barely nothing, you can still fire almost a sort of full quad clip without your AP vanishing. I don't think you can quite do a full clip, but it's close. And then obviously you've got the 15 faster reload, so this is a nice piece. You know, something like this, 2-shot explosive 25 fixer, again, used to be really desirable. Now, do people really want non-quad fixers? I guess some people do, but, you know, people who wanting to trade for value, it's only quads. V25 fixer, I've seen this shoot down in value. This used to be a really nice piece. For whatever reason, I've seen people wanting V25 handmaids, a lot of them in it. Again, backing up what I said at the start of the video, that handmaids seem to be, you know, increasing in popularity. So I've got all these god rolls here, and they're just really not worth much until they find a new ammo glitch. It's very hard to trade non-quad rolls these days. So that's the commandos. Let's move on. Let's see some heavies. Heavies haven't really changed. You never really be used to using ammo glitches with heavies, but let's have a look. Where is they? But yeah, I am very surprised that they haven't found a glitch yet. Very surprised. But the fact that Bethesda, when the Bethesda conference was on, and the fact that they've announced Fallout 5 is not going to be coming until after the Elder Scrolls, and I mean Elder Scrolls isn't anywhere close to being done. So Fallout 76 is going to be the only real Fallout game for, probably like at least 5 years. So they're going to be focused on fixing stuff now. I think they're starting to listen to people who want glitches sorted, and maybe they're going to change something with legacies eventually. I'm not sure how they're going to go about that. So if we have a look at some heavies really haven't changed. Something like this is still very valuable, nice roll. You get big clips in flamers. Cryolators, that's probably one thing that is going to benefit heavily from quad. Because, if you've got a bloodied or an anti-armor, that's going to be really annoying to have to reload fast. This was always a very good gun, the Q2515 Cryo. So I'd say this actually has increased in value a lot. I've got two of those. TSE 90 minis, 50 cals, LMGs, they're all still very popular. You get a big clip with a minigun, with a 50 cal, with an LMG. Gatling plasma never benefited with quad. So something like these, your heavies with 90% reduced weight and faster fire. These are pretty niche, but again, people like vampire explosive heavies. So I haven't really got too much to say on heavies. They're pretty much the same valuation. What I haven't done a video on yet is armor. So why don't we have a look at armor today? And in fact, we'll just go on my main first. Armor's not been affected by anything in the new update, so the valuation on those is the same. I'm only going to look at normal armor here because power armor has never been my forte. I've never had a clue what people are looking for in power armor. I think the only thing I know people like is weapon weight reduction on excavator armor. That's literally all I know that is valuable. I think the amount of power armor that was duped, I don't see a lot of value in much power armor, but maybe I'm wrong. My guy wrote Secret Service. My God, did that take a long time to get. intelligence or AP. So I just thought I'd show you what the thing that is probably most valuable in non-power armor, which is unyielding AP, weapon weight reduction. If you've got heavy combat, scout armor in particular, that's going to be really valuable. For whatever reason, left arms, scout or heavy metal, heavy combat, it's just so hard to find. It's like Bethesda are trolling us on purpose by making it impossible to get an unyielding AP weapon weight piece. You know, I'm having to suffer here with the +1 perception, but maybe I'll roll one. I've been trying to roll that armor piece for weeks now and it's just not happening. So yeah, unyielding AP, weapon weight reduction, that is the creme de la creme. Very valuable. You can one-to-one pieces for low tier or common legacies with the right people. Let's have a look at all my other stuff on my armor mule. God bless PS5 loading times. Let's see what this guy has got going on. So this guy he carries all my unyielding stuff and all the rest is in stash. So unyielding is always going to be the most valuable non-power armor to have. The only thing I'd say that maybe challenges it now is Overeaters. There's been a lot of tests into, you know, whether it's more important to have Vanguard or Overeaters, and I think 99% of people would say Overeaters is better because whilst Vanguard increases your energy resistance and damage resistance, Overeaters actually increases your damage reduction, which once you hit a certain level of damage resistance, I think maybe if you say have 400 damage resistance, rather than keep piling Vanguard pieces to add to that, you would actually be better off having an increased damage reduction. You're better off having a full set of Overeaters than a full set of Vanguards. I can't explain it properly, but you'll just have to trust me when I say that. You'll die less frequently with increased damage reduction rather than increased damage resistance. So what's that? 30% damage reduction is just really nice. So what do we have here? You know, second and third perks that you'd be looking for. Cavalier I actually like more than the average person because I don't find myself standing. You know, a lot of people prefer Sentinel. Do we have any Sentinel? Yeah, here we go. Like somewhat, this is a really good piece. It's a shame it's heavy robot because who wants heavy robot? But AP refresh obviously is the best. This is just a fantastic piece. If you had a full set of that, mwah, chef's kiss. I'd say along with AP refresh, the second perk that you want is 7% less explosion damage. I've seen that increase in popularity since it was first introduced. A lot of people have become wise to that being very useful because I think of all the things that kill high level players, rather than ballistic damage, it tends to be explosive damage. I can definitely think that myself, I die to explosion damage more than anything else, apart from maybe sort of poison clouds in daily ops. Of course, fireproof perk is going to help with that too in endurance, but yeah, you want AP refresher, you want 7% less explosion damage. Anything with Overeaters to do with those is good. Weapon weight reduction, I've seen is always going to be up there as well. Here we go. I'd say people probably want +1 intelligence more than anything else on armor. Maybe +1 strength. I've seen some people want that. Food, drink, and chem weight reduction. That's not a bad third perk. I'd say people want that over ammo weight reduction and Junk weight reduction, people would want that because it's good to have for mules who are carrying loads of shit. So if we go back to unyielding, again, there we've got 7% less explosion damage. This is a really nice piece. I mentioned not many people like Cavalier, but enough do for it to still be valuable. AP refresh, of course. Now, intelligence, most people know this, but if you're leveling up your characters, you're going to want to be wearing unyielding armor with +1 intelligence because you will have max intelligence then, the max you can possibly get. So if you have unyielding intelligence with a good third perk, these become highly valuable. If you have full sets of unyielding intelligence armor, then they can trade for legacies quite easily. Something like, unyielding in sneak. I'm trying to build a set of this. I'm just missing one bit. Not really. Sneak isn't great because I think you only need one piece for it to add real value. Full damage, I see very few people like that as a third, but maybe some do. What else do we have? These 5% chance to deal damage to melee attackers, not really desirable, but with unyielding intelligence, the third perk doesn't matter too much in my mind because you're going to really struggle to get full matching sets of that. It's just so rare. People want unyielding intelligence sets purely to level up quick, so the thirds don't matter too much in my experience. Fire resistance, nobody really wants that. Plus endurance, nobody wants. Plus luck, nobody really wants. Break 50% slower, nobody wants on armor pieces. And what else do we have? Reduce damage while blocking. Again, it doesn't matter on this because it's an intelligence piece, but nobody wants these melee third perks that I've seen. So that's it really for the unyielding and overeaters. They're the ones you want. Anything else, in my opinion, just isn't valuable. All this auto stim stuff, it might be nice for collectors if you have full matching pieces. If I had a full set of auto stim AP scout armor maybe with different thirds, that might be worth a tiny bit if it's all AP refresh. Anything else, bolstering maybe has some value in power armor, but not at all in non-power armor. Chameleon. Some people like Chameleon for a little fun set. If you have a full set of this, it really does make you almost invisible. Life-saving, pass. Mutants and mutant slayers, no, nothing there. Things like regenerating, no interest in that. Troubleshooters, no interesting. Vanguard, some people still like Vanguard. I think newer players who don't fully understand the benefit of unyielding. I was one of them. I used to just see this and I thought, oh, it gives the most energy resistance and damage resistance. I must get a full set of Vanguard. But as I mentioned earlier, Overeaters has overtaken that in the best full health armor. Weightless, never really seen any interest. Zealots, same scenario. So yeah, that's it really for armor. This guy has melee as well in stats. So melee, the prefixes have always stayed the same in value really. You want swing speed and you want +1 strength. I've also seen swing speed and 25% less VATs become somewhat popular. Things like that, a Deathclaw Gauntlet, that's quite a nice roll. The same weapons are kind of as valuable as they used to be. Deathclaw Gauntlet, you want if you want a two-hander, you want the Tenderizer or the Sheep's Squatch staff or club. Is a club two-handed or one-handed? I forget. Bare arms, power fists, super sledges, Deathclaw gauntlets. Sorry. Anything else is just for collectors, baseball bats, mole-minded gauntlets, maybe they're just below power fists and Deathclaw for the unarmed. Spears, no good. Lead pipes, boards, fire axes, meat hooks used to be good, not so much anymore. cheese kebabs, I don't know, I find these quite fun. I think they're one of the more fun melees. But I don't really see too many people after them. You know, sickles, swords, not really any good. Pull cues, hatchets, no real interest in them. So yeah, same thing. People want bloodied anti-armor vampire versions of SS with strengths. Or SS25s. There's not really anything to go over in melee. Apart from wait for that new auto axe, which looks kind of fun. And we'll all be trying to roll good rolls on that. So yeah, that's it really for today. Just remember, if you haven't got a quad commando, you're going to have a tough time trading it for anything very good anymore. So let's pray for an ammo glitch soon, so all our non-quad weapons have some value again. But I will see you soon, and enjoy your weekend, guys. Take care.